Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates on the beta. No, it's not. On the latest updates on Share Abundance, Cash Cow, Soap. If you don't know what they are, stick around, you soon will. Okay, we should be streaming live on Twitch, YouTube, and in our Facebook group, Share Abundance publicly. And that is usually the only place that I see comments. So if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube and you're putting comments in, I apologize. I probably won't see them, and so don't answer them. I'm not just trying to ignore you. But whichever platform you're watching on, you are equally welcome and appreciated. Whatever continent you're from, whichever country you're from, regardless of background, education, cash, anything else. You are welcome here. You are all equal or treated as equal, even though we accept that you are all unique and different and have something special to offer our community. With that said, we are the United States of the world, and an online community with our own economy and everything that a geographic country has, except perhaps a time in existence. Most geographic countries have been around for a long, long time, and we are relatively new. With that said, let's head over to Facebook, see that we are broadcasting, check that we have got comments and that everything is working. So if I find my tab for Facebook, and when I get there, I'll look for We Share Abundance group. And when I get there, I'll scroll down and hopefully I'll see something that says that I'm here on May the 17th, Tuesday. And we've got that. So far, so good. We click and here we go. Hallelujah. We've got Russ Cowley here. He was absent yesterday, but I found out the reason later on. I had such a busy day, I didn't know what was going on sports-wise. But later on yesterday, I just had a quick look at what was been going on sports-wise, and Newcastle Football Club had been playing in the English Premier League, and they won 2-0. So congratulations to Russ and his team. That's no doubt where he was, but he's here today. He is from Newcastle, of course, in the northeast of England, and is very welcome. And he's at the top of the comments list. And then we've got Kingsley from Manchester. And who else do we have? We've got Russ is telling me I'm coming through loud and clear, so that's good. Thank you. We've got Peter from Kettering in the UK, Morris from Netherlands, Ramachandra from India, but he's a UK citizen. Ned Mull from Fresno in California, United States, of course. Richard from Devon, UK. Yeah, Russ has posted something about his football team, so that's where he was. And Deborah is here from Southern Alabama, USA as well. And we'll get started in just a moment in our normal way with a short prayer, and then we'll give you the updates, what's been going on, and then we'll say goodbye till tomorrow. Okay. We'll answer any questions that pop up as well. We got Dave from London, UK, also has popped in. Well, we've got a couple of minutes just to see if anybody else comes in, save them watching the replay. I read lots of books, and most of them I read and reread and reread and reread, because that is the way to benefit from them. Most people, and I used to do this, when they read a book, They say, okay, I read that, boom, put it away, and that's it. And it just sits on the shelf then, gathering dust. Or they throw it in the bin, or they give it to a charity shop, or whatever. But the way to get real benefit from a book is to read it and find bits that interest you and reread and reread and reread them, particularly when I'm talking about books that have some sort of benefit in personal development. And one of my favorite books here, one that I read every day, something from, and this comment is very relevant to me at the moment, because there are only so many hours in the day, and yet I always seem to have so much to do. Sometimes it would be very easy to just get downhearted and say, "Oh, there's just too much to do. I give up." But this little paragraph says, "When we have too much to do at one time, we become very discouraged. Instead of worrying about what should be done, just say, 'This hour is mine. I will do the best I can.' The clock cannot tick 24 hours away in 1 minute. You cannot do in 1 hour what you can do in 24 hours. Live each present moment completely, and the future will take care of itself. Fully enjoy the wonder and beauty of each instant. Practice the presence of peace. The more you do that, the more you will feel the presence of that power in your life." Isn't that nice? When you've got, I think that there'll be many occasions in many people's lives when they say to themselves, "Oh, there's just too much. I give up," or "What can I do?" They get depressed. And if they have a little paragraph like that, it can just say to them, "Okay, I'll just do the best that I can, and I'll go ahead with peace and love." Okie dokie. So it's now 7:08, and we're going to get started with a short prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. And through that love, bless each member, that they may find the joy of service, and through service, that they find true happiness and everything they need in life. Amen. And in relation to us being the Cloud Nation I talked about, the United States of the world, we are so happy and grateful to live in the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmonies, and help us to become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, can't do any harm, can it? Can't do any harm to just feel better and to feel that universal love. It's not always easy to feel. I'm probably worse at it than most people, but it always is something that we can strive for. Okie dokie, where are we up to? Well, today we've been working on some small tasks while we wait to get the KYC automation sorted out. There is another option for that I discovered today, and there is a program, but I've not been able to track it down, but I heard about it through talking with somebody, that you can buy a membership for a relatively small sum and check any document. So if somebody wants to verify their identity, and they provide a passport. From that passport number, you can just put that into the system, and it tells you who is the owner of the passport. And you say, well, what purpose does that serve? Because if somebody's got a passport and they upload it, I mean, it tells you on the passport who the owner is. Well, it does, but there are lots of people, well, not necessarily lots of people, but there are people that choose to try and get round systems, and they're very clever with things like Photoshop, which I'm not very clever with, I've got to be honest. But there are people that have Photoshop and they're very, very clever with it, and they can modify documents and take a document and put different information on it and make it look as though it's theirs. So if we have that ability to verify a document, we then say, okay, that document belongs to Joe Bloggs. Is it Joe Bloggs that's telling us that he's got the document? And if it is, well, that's great. You know, that is 90% of the verification done. All we've got to do now is show that it is Joe Bloggs that actually owns that document, like he says it is, and they can do that by taking a picture of themselves with the document, and where we can say, okay, that picture on the document looks like the guy there, and so on. So that's a possibility as well. But ideally, we're looking for a system that does that and more, and can verify people and automatically and get them through the system quicker. But it is another option. And we have actually somebody from our verification team that's just arrived from all the way from New Zealand. He's zoom on a light speed vehicle to get here from New Zealand, and it's Andrew Dean, and he is one of our verification team, and we're very grateful and appreciative of his efforts, as we are of the other people on the team as well. And we've got Derek from West Palm Beach in the USA also checking in. So lovely to see you people. Don't know how we got onto that verification thing, but Devyani, oh, that's right, I was saying she's on sort of tidying up small tasks, and that's what we planned it to be, but she was tidying up a small task today on the messaging system, and she found something that she describes as, I don't know what this means really, but I'll tell you what it says. Where is her remark? Here we go. When she was doing this, there could be a memory leak issue when the number of users is high. It happened on my local machine, so I discovered the problem. What a memory leak issue is, I don't know, okay? So don't ask me. But anyway, she spent the day fixing this issue. She had to change the whole programming which sends messages to all the users. So it ended up being a day-long job. She was going to retest it tomorrow and upload to the server, and then work on continuing with the list of quick fixes. Okay. I'm not sure what that involves, and whether that reprogramming will have overcome some of the other little tasks that were in the list as well. So I need to speak to her tomorrow and find out if there are other tasks there, and maybe they will be easier to fix as a result of Devyani rewriting the whole programming for sending messages using the script. Okay. Myself, I've been trying to get that KYC sorted out, not been successful so far. I have still not, before anybody asks, got the tracking properly sorted out. It's still not recording the information beyond the number of clicks. It's not showing where people go to and where they pull out, and lots of things that you really need to know to run successful marketing campaigns and be able to analyze them and improve them. And we've got somebody else here, Mark, from I don't know where, but he says Ai Buddha Abi Zinda, whatever that means. So I'm guessing that he's from maybe Pakistan, but I don't know. But welcome anyway. Okay. I know that we have a lot of people here that, or not necessarily here, but definitely in our community, that definitely don't have English as their first language and sometimes don't speak any English at all. And I understand and know that a lot of the information that we put out in the form of videos. And if they can't understand English, that's not getting through to them very easily. We need to find a way that is better. I know we now automatically get subtitles on here, but subtitles don't necessarily help either, because I don't think they have the ability to be translated into different languages. I think maybe if you watch the replays on YouTube, they used to have a transcript option, and I think they probably still have, and then you could copy that and paste it into a translator such as Google Translator and get the updates. But I'm not sure that still exists. I'll have to check that out. And even so, it's not ideal. We'll have to find something that helps these people. We also have people in our community that are deaf or partial hearing, or we have as well people that are blind. I'm not sure that blind makes much difference. It probably they don't, unless I'm doing a screen share or something. It wouldn't affect their understanding any more than if I don't describe things properly. But certainly deaf people, I know we've had people that say, they come on and they understand what's going on by lip reading. Aren't people amazing how they adapt to things that, so cleverly, so wonderfully well. Anyway, I've been busy doing all of these things, and also trying to keep track of the Investors Club. I haven't caught up on that yet today. I've still got that to do. So people that made deposits today, they've not been added into the list. I did do a little short live video in the Facebook group for the Investors Club, and I will be getting together with them. Hopefully, I'll get over this really big pile. I'll be able to claw it down into a more manageable size of things to do by the end of the week, and we can get together in that Facebook group and talk about our Investors Club. Are you familiar with a company called ID Now? This is from Morris. I presume that is a KYC checking company, is it, Morris? I did check a lot of them. That name doesn't particularly sound familiar, or maybe that's the one that I was talking about that checks documents, because I heard about it from somebody. They were telling me about it, but they couldn't remember what it was. So I'll look into that anyway, Maurice. Whatever it is, thank you for your assistance. We get a lot of suggestions and help and things from members, and we can't always implement these things, but we're always grateful for them. We always look at them and we see if they can be of use and helpful. And sometimes we can say, okay, we can do it, but not right now. And they get onto our to-do list, and we get so many of them that we can't reply to them all individually. Like we get so many people that come to us with propositions for our investors club. You know, why? Let's get this program in. Let's get that. And at the moment, we've only got basically 2 programs in there. One is what the hell is it called? Multify yielders, is it? Something like that, anyway. And that is going through a change of their website, not the website, but the structure, the supporting thing for it. They're upgrading their systems, so that's going through that at the moment. And so unlike all crypto based companies, they've felt the impact of the drop in value of cryptocurrencies generally over the past week or so. They're down probably about 40%, nearly all of them, due to lots of factors. But I believe that they will all come back and be higher than ever by the end of the year. Now, a lot of people don't agree with that. A lot of people think that they have now hit a realistic level and they're going to probably stay where they are, at about where they are now. I think it's a good time to buy. I think that they will recover and more. But that's only a personal opinion. I'm not qualified to give financial advice. I'm not sure that anybody is really qualified to give financial advice, although some people are licensed to do so. You should always just weigh up things and make your own mind up. But that is one of our programs, Metafy Yielders. It's come to me now. I don't know whether that's what I said it was before, but that's what it is anyway. It's Metafy Yielders, and we are invested in that as a club to get the maximum possible returns without the risk of having to put in individually large amounts. So everybody in the club just chips in what they can afford to lose, basically, an amount that isn't going to lose them sleep or stress them out. They chip that in, and we all get together, and with all those amounts, we then get involved in these programs, which, like any program, can be here today and gone tomorrow. You never know what is happening in the world. And even if something checks out and it looks really, really good, it can still disappear in an instant. And if something looks a little bit dodgy, and it sometimes goes on for years and years, you never know. But quite often, for example, with Metafy Yielders, to get the top returns, you would have to put in $10,000. Now, I know that I don't have it, and I know that a lot of you guys don't have 10,000. We may have some members that do. In fact, we probably do have some members that do have that sort of funding, but are you prepared to whack that into something like this and risk it? Because it is at risk for a certain amount of time until you can say, okay, I'm pulling out my profits until I've got my stake back. And with Metafy Yielders, that will take us probably about 4 or 5 weeks. if everything goes according to plan. If it doesn't, it could be longer, and you never know. As I say, they could be gone by tomorrow. I don't think that's going to happen, but anything is possible. So with us all putting in what we can afford, and you can put in just $12, we have a lot of people. We get that together, and even at $12, you can earn at the top rate available, and you're only risking $12. So nothing to lose sleep over. So that's how the club operates. We have another program as well called Funds, FUNDSZ, and that I believe is very solid, but it could be here today and gone tomorrow. But it looks better on the face of it. It looks more more built for longevity. It doesn't pay out as much, and that is one of the reasons why it looks like it's built for longevity. But it pays out a really good amount, and it has built in several income streams, all based around the same program. It involves two ways that you get paid, really, but you get paid in different ways on those two ways, if you like. One is on your membership fee, which operates on a matrix system and a little bit of other benefits as well. And then there is staking. So it's a little bit like us, except that we don't have a membership fee that you have to pay to stake. But their staking is it is a lot less than we offer, but ours is to build a nest egg for the future. We know that the amounts that you can earn are really, really good on your stakes with us, very high, higher than anywhere else, right? 50% a month. But we know that that is building for the future. We have to build the demand in our tokens before the members will be able to realize that in any significant way. But they're operating on trading and doing things like that, and they're paying a realistic sort of sum per week. Still very good. I can't remember. It's about 3% average. They've been averaging over 3% since they started per week, which is very good. Well, it's highly improbable that you could get that per year from a bank. Let's put it that way. Banks are terrible institutions, and I did a blog post about it, and I've sent you out information on that. And that is, I believe, the reality of banks, although some of you may disagree. It's up to you. But I think banks are the biggest and they are a legalized scam. Okay. And if you want to know the reasons, go and watch the video on my blog post. And it's documented with information that you can get yourself, pull it up off the web, and just check it all out. I think if banks were to be started, if we'd never had a bank before and they were to be started today, somebody would look at it and say, this is illegal, close them down. But because they've been around for years and years and they've built this aura of respect around them, they've been able to manipulate the financial world and governments to dance to their tune, and they are monopolies, which is another reason they'd be wiped out if they were to start today. I mean, most countries don't allow monopolies to exist. They have laws against monopolies. That's just another reason why banks would be banned if we'd never known them until today. So anyway, have a look at it and see what you think. Don't know how I got onto that, but that's funds. Funds is an option to banking in the conventional sense of the word. You won't find, I don't think you'll find a more solid program that is likely to be around for as long as you need it, paying you out extremely good rewards for participating with them. It's not put your money in and you'll be a millionaire in a week or tomorrow and all the rest of it, all the nonsense that you see online. But if you look at it as a 3 to 5 year plan, you can definitely get to a point in 3 to 5 years where you can do it a lot quicker. But I mean, anybody, literally anybody, can, looking at a 3 to 5 year plan, and even starting through our investors club with just $12 to invest, $12.55 including the fees that we have to pay. Anybody in 3 to 5 years can get to a point where they will have financial freedom with funds. And I believe it'll be around for 3 to 5 years and more. I can't promise that any more than they can. We don't know what's going to happen, but I think they are a very, very good bet. Let's put it that way. So those are the two programs we have in the Investors Club at the moment. We will add more, but we need to really stabilize on those two for a while. There are several other programs that we could put in that I'm looking at. But for the moment, we're going to stick with those two so that we can put systems in so people know what's going on, so we can look after the people that are already in our Investors Club and anybody else that wants to join now. Okay, so that's where we are with that. Cash Cow is progressing, but I haven't sorted out the bugs properly at all yet. Not the bugs in what we're doing in Cash Cow as such. I mean, the program is sound and solid. We will produce you sales at the promised level. I'm absolutely certain of that. But it's just taking a little bit of time to get us to the right level of marketing for that. We have a soap program, which is something that anybody can do if they have the will to do it. We give you, with a paid membership in our Easy Business Builder Club, which is really good value anyway, and you can get a paid membership from $2 upwards. With a paid membership, we give you just a gift of coupons that you can give away to other people that will give them a paid membership in the Easy Business Builder Club. So you can give away a paid membership and it won't cost you anything. And in fact, you'll make money on it, because every paid membership you give away, you will earn $3 instant commission. If you look at the $2 level, we'll give you 5 coupons as a gift with that $2 level. There are other things that you're going to get, as well as the use of our systems to help you build any business, whether it's a hairdresser's on the high street, or whether it's your Herbalife business or something like that. Doesn't matter. You can build it using our Easy Business Builder more effectively, more efficiently, more quickly than you will without our Easy Business Builder. And you can get it for $2. And we're going to give you these coupons. We're going to give you 5 coupons. So you pay $2, you get all those benefits, and you get the coupons as well. And if you give away those 5 coupons, you are building your own network, of course, because they come into your network. You are their sponsor. you get recurring commissions on those people, and they also get coupons to give away in the same way that you've got them, which they can give away, and that would build your second level, because we pay you recurring commissions on 2 levels. So apart from it being good from that point of view, building that network, helping you get people to sign up that may also want to join your other businesses, then you earn $3 for each coupon you give away. So you give away, you pay $2, you get all the benefits that we've talked about. You give away those 5 coupons, and you've got 5 happy people that join you, and you've earned $15, 5 times $3 for each coupon you give away. So you've got a net profit of $13. Now that may not sound a lot, and to some people it's not a lot, but you can get more coupons if you move up the system. But to a lot of people, a net profit of $13 can make quite a difference in their life, depending on where they live. And you can make that profit very, very quickly. You can join this minute, get your 5 coupons, and how long would it take you to give away 5 coupons if you really put your mind to it? I'm sure that everybody could do it if they really wanted to within an hour. So within an hour, you've made a $13 profit. You have to wait till next month to make that again, or you can make a bit more. You can use some of those funds to upgrade to the next level and make a bit more money. And then by next month, you will also have recurring income from those people that you gave the coupons away to this month. It's an ongoing situation. It is success on a plate. And that is why we call it SOAP, S-O-A-P, success on a plate. And I like to think of it also as serving others attracts prosperity. It is probably the easiest way you will ever find to build a network. I'm not saying that you don't have to do anything, it just happens. No, you have to go out and say to people, would you like a coupon? What's it for? You explain what it's for, they either say yes or no. And that's as hard as it gets. You can get up to 50 coupons to give away, but I personally would prefer people to start with 5 coupons. And if you're happy just giving away 5 coupons and making $10 or so every month, then stick with it. You know, there's no obligation to do anything more than that. There's no obligation to do that. You know, you could give away just 1 coupon a month and still be building your network, still be generating more cash than it costs you for your recurring fees, just $2. You get $3 for a coupon. You still made $1 a month. You're building your network, and you're getting to use all the facilities that we have in the Easy Business Builder program. It doesn't get much easier. You can stick with it at that level if you wish. There's no problem with you being able to do that. We're happy for you to do that. Get used to sharing a little bit of love and helping people by giving them coupons. And as you get confident and you find it gets easy for you, you know, everything that you do when you start tends to be difficult. You know, babies don't all of a sudden jump out of the cot and say, oh, look at me, I can run and walk and dance and sing. No, they have to learn to do all those things, and there's a lot of falling down involved in learning to walk. It's not an easy task. It sounds simple now that you've been doing it for years. You know, you put one foot in front of the other, and then you put the other foot, and then, but it's all about balance and just knowing how to do it. And it has to be learned. And it's not easy at the beginning. You have to keep getting up every time you fall. And babies don't mind doing that. They fall over and they'll even laugh about it, and then they'll struggle and they'll scramble to their feet again, and they'll hop off again, and eventually, in the not too distant future, they can toddle. That's why we call them toddlers. They toddle about, okay? And they become more proficient as they grow up, and they can run fast and jump and dance and do acrobatics and all sorts of things that would have seemed impossible at the beginning. So it's fine if you start off with those 5 coupons, and if in your first month you only manage to give 1 away because it's new to you, you've still made a profit, you're still building your network, and you're still involved in it, and you've got 5 more coupons the next month. And maybe the next month you find that you can give 2 away, and just work at it and build it up. But you've, as I say, to be good at something, you've got to be prepared to be bad at it to start with. Things are difficult when you're starting out. They get easier as you get used to them. And it's far better than jumping in at the deep end and saying, oh, now I've got 50 coupons. What am I going to do with them? How am I going to give 50 coupons away? My word. And ending up only giving 1 coupon away out of your 50, and you feel like a failure. Start at the beginning. A very good place to start. That's a cue for a song. Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. You know, Sound of Music. Wonderful. Okay. You know the song. I'm not going to carry on and punish you with that. But that's where we're up to. Let's have a look. Here we go. Ikti Bukshi ad says totally fraudulent. I hope you're referring to banks there, because they are. I agree with you. They are the biggest legalized scam the world has ever known. Morris says, what's your opinion on safe lists? Don't have much success with them. No, my opinion on them is, if you've got lots of time, there's something that you can do and throw into your marketing, and anything you pick up from them is a bonus. You're never going to build a business just using safe lists. That is the reality of the situation. Especially free ones. Traffic exchanges are another thing. They're good to get involved in. Traffic exchanges, depending on what you are pushing, you can do okay with a little bit, but you're never going to build a big business just with traffic exchanges, or with traffic exchanges and safe lists put together. When I say never, you should never say never, because somebody will always do it and prove you wrong. But the odds against you doing it are really long odds. I mean, I know a guy that has a multi-million-pound business, and he built that purely on joining forums, totally free. There are forums for everything that you can think of nowadays, and if you're in whatever niche you're in, you join a lot of forums. And it doesn't happen overnight, because with forums you've got to be careful, otherwise you'll get kicked out for spamming. But if you join forums and you participate in them, you ask questions and you answer questions, and people get to recognize you and see you in there all the time, helping people. Gradually, you get that sort of tag of being an expert in there. You know, people will actually say in a forum, oh, I don't know, but ask Thingy, he always knows, you know. And as an expert, then most forums will allow you to have a signature as well in your answers, and that signature is whatever you are really wanting to promote. You know, so you can answer questions for people, and when they read them, they also say, "Oh, this is what this guy's in. Let's have a look at it." Boom, and you start getting people to join. And there are loads and loads and loads of forums for anything, whether it's collecting butterflies or counting worms, or you know, anything. No matter how bizarre it may seem, you'll find a forum for it. And most of the niches online, you will find lots of forums for them. And if you do it right, with patience and dedication, you can build a multi-million-dollar business, because I know somebody that's done it. It wouldn't be my chosen way, but it's possible. My personal way, the way that's always worked for me, I've used solo ads. I've bought solo ads, and that's what I find the most effective way for me. Some people do a lot of Google ads or Facebook ads. I used to do Google ads way back when. How long ago? Oh, I don't know. Long time, 15 years probably, when you could really advertise anything on Google very easily and very cheaply. You could put affiliate links in for pretty much anything, and you'd get a good result. You know, you'd get 10 clicks for, you know, maybe even more. I can't remember now, but it was so ridiculously cheap, and you could advertise anything. Of course, now they vet everything that you put in. You can't advertise this and that and the other. And if it's a contested niche, you can be paying several dollars per click. You know, for $1, you could get 1,000 clicks back in the day. It was an easy way to make money. But it's gone. Times have changed. So you have to change with them. But solo ads are still really, really effective. And that is something that I've always used. I am going to be moving into trying some advertising on LinkedIn, not particularly for We Share Abundance, because I think LinkedIn is the place that I can go to for getting in touch with corporations, for corporate branding, and that is concerned with selling the Avazu corporate branding plan. And I'm going to have a go at doing that on behalf of We Share Abundance, because anything that I make, if we make some commissions there, they will go into the liquidity pool for We Share Abundance. And the minimum commission you can make is $500 if you make a sale, which is handy, isn't it? And that's the minimum. There is a guy that has made one sale that's worth $1 million in commission to him. And so that's possible. So it's anywhere between those two extremes. And if you make maybe 10 sales, I think you're going to make more than 5,000, because that is the absolute minimum, and it's likely that a lot of the sales that you make will be on a much higher level than $5,000. And I think that $50,000, if you're hitting the right size of organization, is a pretty easy spend for them on something that can offer them as much as the corporate plan for Avazu. So it offers a lot of scope. And so I'm going to add that to my to-do list. Well, it's already added. I'm in the process of setting that up in my spare time, and we'll see what we can get from it, and anything that we make will go into the liquidity pool. Once it's set up, you will have the option to participate in that with me. If you have people that you know of that may be interested in that plan, it'll be all out on a website, and they will fill in a form if they have any interest. After they've seen the initial pitch on the website, they'll fill in a form if they've got any interest. And one of the questions on the form was, how did you learn about us? And if you introduce somebody, you put in, you just say, when you fill in the form, just put my name in as how you heard about us, and they'll know what it is, and be able to thank me for it. And we'll thank you in a big way. We'll split the commission 50-50 with you. So half of it will go in the liquidity pool and half of it will go to you. And Havasu pay pretty quickly. I think they pay every 2 weeks or something like that. So if you can send us some people that might be interested to that, no big deal if they don't. All you've got to do is say, oh, have a look at this for your company. You might be interested, and just give them the link to the website. There's no affiliate links as such or anything like that. But if they want to proceed, they'll just fill in a form and we'll contact them, make all the arrangements, the sales, appointments, do the whole Monty, and as I say, the minimum commission is $500. So if you introduce somebody that buys, you'll make $250, and all you've done is said, oh, go and have a look at that website. Okay. Of course, if you're confident, you can do it all on your own and make the $500 yourself. But it's up to you. It will be an option for you. Okay. That pretty much covers what I've got for you today. I'll let you know when I've got that set up. I'm hoping to get enough time to just set that website up by tomorrow. It's always good to hope. Don't expect. Okay, and then we'll see where Devyani is up to by tomorrow. Right now, let's have a look at Melon and see if we can see any comments from anybody else. And it doesn't look like it. We're all Facebook users. Yesterday, we saw somebody, and it was a really nice comment, and I was very appreciative of that. But not today. Nobody is coming through. There may be comments there that are nice, and if they are, I appreciate you. Thank you, even though I don't see them. And Tulezi from Nigeria has just arrived. He's got a football there as well. I don't know what's going on football-wise in Nigeria at the moment, but he obviously does. So I hope your team does very well. I hope our team does very well with Havasu. We've got a lot of our members that are in Havasu. Make sure that you get into your back office, your dashboard in Havasu, not the CRC, your membership dashboard in Havasu. Let me give you a link for it, just in case. Havasu, there we go. Where's Facebook gone? I'm going to post this in here. Make sure that you get in there and you check that your ticket is valid. You've got all green ticks against all the things that come up first. If you're on a laptop or a desktop, it'll be top left. If you're on your phone, it'll just be the first thing you see on your phone, I think. Make sure they're all green ticks. There's 8 items. If one of them's missing, get it done. Second thing to do is go to the next thing, and if you scroll down, if you're on your phone, it'll be the next thing you come to, and if you're on a computer, it'll be to the right at the top, and that is the number of entries that you have. What do they call? I think they call them entries, just free entries. I'll tell you what it says in a minute. Okay, you need to look at your bi-weekly cycle entries, and it'll tell you how many days you've got left. There's 4 days left in the cycle now. You need a minimum of 100 bi-weekly cycle entries every 2 weeks. So you've got to get that up to 100. No matter where it is now, you've got to get it up to 100 entries by the time that countdown clock goes and disappears. And if you do that, your ticket is safe for another 2 weeks. And you've got to get 100 free entries every 2 weeks. Very easy to do. You can, how many? There are 4 social media sites you can post to on a daily basis with 3 banners. So that's 12 postings a day you can do, and you get, I think you get 2 free entries for each posting. So that's 24 entries a day you can get just from that. And if you log into the CRC, you get another 5 entries. So that is, where was I up to? 24 and 5, 29. And there's also, I think, 12 entries, sometimes a little bit more, by just clicking on 4 websites. So, you know, you can get 30 or 40 free entries a day very, very simply. And all you've got to do is make sure you've got 100 every 14 days. Okay, so there's 4 days left in this first cycle. Make sure you've got 100 entries in there. Make sure all your things are green ticked, and you're good to go. You're in the raffle, and you could win $1 billion. And then if you are somebody that wants to promote, you can do it either through the website that I'm building. You know, as I say, if you know people that are running a business of any kind, you can say, you know, take a look at this, see if it's of interest to you. It's a good way to get customer loyalty and branding and retain your customers. Customer retention is a big thing. That's all you have to do. Just get them to go to the website. If they like it, fine. If they don't like it, no big deal. Okay, you've lost nothing. But if they do like it, you will make at least $250. And it could be $2,500, or it could be $25,000. You know, depends on the size of the organization. So that's it from me for today. And with that said, we've had a very mixed day again today. Been windy, it's been rainy, been sunny. We've had not quite all 4 seasons in one day, but we've had a good sampling. But now this lovely day has flown away. The time has come to part. Auf Wiedersehen, auf Wiedersehen. We'll meet again. Same time, same place, tomorrow, with the latest updates on everything that we've been talking about today. God bless. See you all then.